The night at Citizens Bank Park was buzzing with anticipation as the Philadelphia Phillies prepared to face the Los Angeles Dodgers in what many fans were already calling a potential playoff preview. With both teams fighting for dominance in their respective divisions, the stakes felt higher than a typical September matchup. The crowd roared as players jogged onto the field, and there was a sense that something special was about to unfold. From the first pitch, the Dodgers looked determined to silence the Philadelphia faithful. Their starting pitcher attacked the strike zone with precision, mixing high-velocity fastballs with breaking balls that darted just out of reach. The Phillies' leadoff hitter, known for his patience, worked the count deep but ultimately struck out swinging, setting the tone for a tense battle on both sides. In the bottom half of the first, the Phillies' ace took the mound to a thunderous ovation. Fans waved rally towels as he delivered his signature warm-up pitches. The Dodgers lineup, loaded with power and speed, posed a real threat, but the pitcher came out sharp. A quick strikeout followed by a routine ground ball seemed to calm the nerves in the stadium, yet everyone knew the Dodgers' offense could explode at any moment. The top of the second inning brought the game's first big moment. With 2 outs and a runner on first, a Dodgers hitter ripped a line drive into the gap in left center. The ball seemed destined for extra bases, but the Phillies' center fielder made a breathtaking diving catch that had the stadium shaking. Fans jumped out of their seats, realizing how crucial that play could be so early in the game. Momentum carried into the bottom of the second, where the Phillies began putting pressure on the Dodgers pitcher. A sharp single through the right side opened the inning, followed by a perfectly executed hit and run that moved the runner into scoring position. The next batter worked a full count before delivering a clutch double off the wall, driving in the game's first run. The Philadelphia dugout erupted, and chants echoed through the ballpark. The Dodgers, however, wasted no time responding. In the top of the third, their leadoff man cracked a fastball into the right field seats for a solo home run. Just like that, the game was tied. The Dodgers bench came alive, clapping and shouting encouragement as the Phillies fans fell momentarily quiet, reminded of just how dangerous Los Angeles could be with one swing of the bat. The duel between the two starting pitchers grew more intense with each passing inning. The Phillies ace leaned on his devastating slider, striking out batters in key spots, while the Dodgers starter relied on pinpoint control to limit hard contact. Both lineups battled fiercely, fouling off tough pitches and refusing to go down easily. It was becoming clear that this game would hinge on small details and timely hitting. By the fifth inning, tension filled the air. The Phillies had a chance to break the tie with runners on second and third and only 1 out. The crowd held its breath as their cleanup hitter stepped in. On a 2-1 pitch, he launched a towering fly ball toward left field. For a moment, it looked like a 3-run homer, but the wind knocked it down just enough for the Dodgers left fielder to make the catch on the warning track. The runner tagged from third, giving Philadelphia a slim 1-run lead. The Dodgers, never a team to back down, answered immediately in the sixth. A sharp single up the middle set the table, followed by a perfectly placed bunt that surprised the defense. With 2 runners aboard, their slugger drilled a double into the corner, scoring both and flipping the game in Los Angeles' favor. Dodgers fans in attendance made their presence known, standing and cheering as their team suddenly led 3-2. Philadelphia refused to let the momentum slip completely. In the bottom of the sixth, their veteran star, beloved by the home crowd, worked a gritty at-bat. After fouling off several tough pitches, he connected on a hanging curveball and sent it soaring over the right field wall. The stadium erupted in pure chaos as fans chanted his name, and the scoreboard once again read even at 3-3. As the game moved into the late innings, both managers turned to their bullpens. The Dodgers brought in a flame-throwing reliever who consistently hit triple digits on the radar gun, while the Phillies countered with a crafty left-hander who specialized in inducing weak contact. Every pitch felt like a battle, and every at-bat carried playoff-like intensity. The energy was palpable, with fans hanging on each pitch. In the 8th inning, the Dodgers regained the lead in dramatic fashion. With a runner on first, their all-star shortstop ripped a line drive that barely cleared the fence in left field. The 2-run homer sent shockwaves through the stadium, and suddenly Los Angeles was up 5-3. Dodgers players spilled out of the dugout to greet their teammate, and the visiting fans erupted with cheers that echoed through the stadium. But this game was far from over. The Phillies came to bat in the bottom of the 8th with the heart of their order due up. Their first batter drew a walk, and the crowd sensed an opportunity. The next hitter smashed a double into the gap, putting runners on second and third with nobody out. The noise inside Citizens Bank Park reached deafening levels as fans urged their team to deliver in the clutch. The Dodgers reliever dug deep, striking out the next two batters with unhittable fastballs. Just when it seemed Los Angeles might escape, the Phillies' young rising star stepped in. On the very first pitch, he lined a single up the middle, driving in both runners and tying the game yet again. The stadium shook as fans screamed in disbelief, and players in the dugout pounded the railing in excitement. Heading into the ninth inning, the game hung in the balance. The Dodgers threatened immediately, putting two men on base with only one out. The Phillies' closer, tasked with extinguishing the fire, delivered in heroic fashion. A strikeout on a devastating slider followed by a ground ball to short ended the inning, preserving the tie and giving Philadelphia a chance for a walk-off. In the bottom of the ninth, the drama reached its peak. The Phillies' leadoff man drew a walk and advanced to second on a sacrifice bunt. With the winning run in scoring position, the Dodgers brought in their elite closer, one of the most feared pitchers in baseball. Fans were on their feet, clapping and chanting, hoping to witness a magical finish. The next batter grounded out softly to second, moving the runner to third but bringing Philadelphia down to their final out. The crowd grew louder, sensing the weight of the moment. Then, with everything on the line, the Phillies' veteran leader strode to the plate. He worked the count to 3-2, fouling off pitch after pitch as the tension built to unbearable levels. Finally, on the 10th pitch of the at-bat, he connected. The ball shot down the right field line, hooking just inside the foul pole for a dramatic walk-off home run. The stadium exploded in celebration as teammates mobbed him at home plate, showering him with water and Gatorade in pure joy. The scoreboard flashed the final, Phillies 6, Dodgers 5. Fans remained in the stands long after the final out, soaking in the unforgettable atmosphere. Children waved rally towels, parents hugged, and strangers high-fived as they celebrated a night that would be remembered for years. For Philadelphia, it wasn't just a victory, it was a statement, proof that they could go toe-to-toe with one of baseball's most powerful teams. The Dodgers, though disappointed, walked off with their heads held high. They had battled fiercely, showcasing their depth and resilience. Everyone watching could sense that this might not be the last time these two teams clashed under the bright lights of September, or even October. The rivalry had taken on new life, and both fanbases were left eager for the next showdown. Players on both sides acknowledged the intensity afterward. The Phillies praised the electric crowd that carried them through, while the Dodgers pointed to the narrow margins that separated victory from defeat. Analysts quickly labeled the game one of the best of the season, filled with twists, momentum swings, and unforgettable moments. As the stadium lights dimmed and fans finally began to leave, the echoes of the walk-off celebration still lingered in the Philadelphia night. It was the kind of game that reminded everyone why baseball holds such a special place in the hearts of its followers. A single swing had changed everything, and a September night had been transformed into pure magic.